You've probably really heard that old phrase, live every day as if it were your last. And it's often repeated like a mantra, hanging on the walls of our homes, or maybe as a caption to that perfect Instagram photo. But have you ever stopped to truly understand it? To really dive into what that saying is asking of you? Because let's be honest, we live in a world that constantly pushes us forward, whether it's the fast pace of the office, the endless obligations at home, or the hum of social media always competing for our attention. But amid all this noise, how often do we stop and think about the fact that we are, all of us, living on borrowed time? What if I told you the key to living fully doesn't lie in the hustle and grind to do more, but in the simple act of asking yourself what really matters in the time you have? Think about it. We're all moving through life feeling like we're running out of time, chasing after things that don't fill us, clinging to what we cannot keep. And then, out of nowhere, life offers us a stark reminder of what we've been avoiding: death. We don't like to think about it. It feels uncomfortable, even disrespectful to confront it. But what if we could approach death not with fear, but with understanding? Imagine that every moment you live could be infused with the awareness of its preciousness, as if each breath could be your last. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and emperor, once said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." It's a powerful invitation to live fully, not because you fear life slipping through your fingers, but because you embrace its fragility. This concept, memento mori, remember that you will die, is not a thought to depress you. It's an invitation to embrace every moment with purpose. What if you started looking at every single action in your day through the lens of knowing that this moment could be your last? It would change everything. It would make you more present, more mindful, more connected to what really matters. This is where the Stoics had it right. They didn't shy away from death. They didn't see it as the enemy, but as a reminder of how to live more deeply. Memento mori is not just a phrase, it's a tool for clarity. It brings focus. It cuts away the distractions and helps you focus on the one thing that truly matters: your response to life's challenges. By acknowledging death, we are given the gift of life, not to waste, but to live intentionally, to live with urgency and to live with love. It pushes us to stop waiting for the perfect time, to stop putting off the things we truly care about because we've convinced ourselves that there's always tomorrow. The truth is, we don't know if tomorrow will come. So why not act today with all the energy, passion, and authenticity you can muster? Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for a crisis to wake you up. Start living fully now. When you really think about it, so much of our stress comes from trying to control things that we cannot. How many times have you found yourself spiraling, getting upset about things that are completely outside your control? Maybe it's a delayed flight that ruins your day, or a colleague's behavior that makes work feel like a battlefield. These things, as frustrating as they are beyond our influence. The truth is, control is one of the most liberating concepts in the Stoic philosophy. The Stoics understood that the external world is unpredictable, chaotic, and out of our hands. What we can control, however, is our reaction to it. Take a deep breath for a moment. Think about the last time you lost your temper because of something outside your control. Maybe it was an argument with a friend or a situation that felt completely unfair. Did that frustration actually help? Or did it just drain you, leaving you exhausted and with no clear resolution? You see, life happens, whether we like it or not. We don't get to control the people around us, the economy, the weather, or the twists and turns that life throws at us. But we can always control how we react to it. This is what Marcus Aurelius was trying to teach us when he said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." It's a deceptively simple truth, but it's revolutionary once you understand it. Think about the last stressful event in your life. Maybe you were caught in traffic, or your plans for the day were interrupted. How did you respond? Did you spend hours stressing over something that you couldn't change? The Stoics believe that when we realize we cannot control certain things, we can stop wasting energy trying to fight them. Instead, we redirect that energy into things we can control: our thoughts, our emotions, our actions. The next time you feel stressed, try this exercise. Ask yourself, What part of this can I control? The answer might surprise you. The more you practice this, the more empowered you will feel. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." So much of our pain comes from the stories we tell ourselves. We imagine outcomes, we predict catastrophes, and we spend our precious energy on worries that haven't even happened yet. This is exactly where the Stoics found their power. They understood that most of our suffering comes from external circumstances that we have no control over. But we have control over our reactions, and that is where our freedom lies. By focusing on what we can control, our mind, our behavior, and our attitude, we begin to live with a sense of peace and purpose. Now let's talk about one of the hardest parts of the Stoic philosophy, acceptance. Once we acknowledge what we can and cannot control, we have to embrace the parts that are beyond our influence. This doesn't mean passivity or indifference. It's about making peace with the uncontrollable and using that peace to focus on what we can change. Epictetus, one of the most profound Stoic philosophers, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is the art of acceptance. When life throws us curveballs, whether it's a job loss, a relationship ending, or a health scare, we have two choices. We can resist it, fight it, and waste our energy on things we can't change. Or we can accept it, let go of the need to control it, and focus on how we choose to respond. The difference is profound. One path leads to frustration, stress, and exhaustion. The other leads to peace, clarity, and strength. Acceptance is not about surrendering to life's difficulties. It's about finding strength in the face of them. It's about realizing that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we have the power to control how we respond. When we truly accept that some things are beyond our control, we free ourselves from the burden of trying to change them. And that's when we begin to live with greater peace. Imagine the freedom in that. No more fighting battles that aren't yours to fight. No more stressing over things you can't influence. When you embrace acceptance, you can focus on what you can do, how you choose to act, how you choose to treat others, how you choose to spend your time and energy. It's a practice, a way of living that leads to more joy, more peace, and more love.